Hi, my loves. Whether you woke up hopeful or heavy, Spirit has something to whisper to your heart today. You don't have to ask the perfect question. Sometimes the messages come before we even know we needed them. If this found you, it's for you. Take what resonates with your heart and lovingly leave the rest. Here's what I asked Spirit today. Spirit, what do you want to whisper to us today? Let's see what came through. We received the Emperor. This card often stirs up mixed feelings, but today it's a tender reclaiming. The Emperor stands tall, not as a tyrant or rigid patriarch, but as a weary protector who still believes in building something sacred. Spirit is whispering to those of us who have had to be the strong one, the planners, the responsible shoulders, the ones who made everything look stable while quietly unraveling inside. This version of the Emperor shows up for the people that are navigating burnout, decision fatigue, financial weight, or family leadership roles they never asked for. Spirit is saying structure is not control, discipline is not punishment. You're allowed to create a life that holds you instead of drains you. If you've ever felt guilty for needing rest, if you ever held back your needs because you didn't want to seem weak, this is your permission to soften the throne. Your worth isn't measured in output. You are not a fortress. You are a human being with sacred needs. We then received the Ten of Cups. This card is often seen as the happy ending, but here it's a mirror reflection both of the longing and the possibility. There's a child in this imagery with her hands raised, not towards a family, but towards the heavens. And in that moment, Spirit speaks to the part of us that are still waiting for joy to arrive. This card whispers to those who have grown up in broken homes, who have lost what they once loved, who doubt that real peace exists, but they still hope it does. It speaks to people who have chosen found family, who have built new traditions after old ones betrayed them. It speaks to you if you've ever looked at someone else's happiness and wondered if you'd ever get your turn. Spirit says, your joy may not look like theirs. It may not come on the timeline you imagined, but joy is still part of your story. Don't stop believing it's possible. This card is about the return of faith and goodness, even if you've only known grief. It says your heart is still soft enough to receive the kind of love and connection you were born to experience. We were then given the Empress. She isn't loud in this moment. She isn't demanding your healing or pushing you towards success. She's inviting you into a state of sacred stillness. Her eyes are closed for a reason, to remind you that some of the most powerful transformations happen in the dark. The Empress shows up for those who are tired of productivity culture. She whispers to mothers, artists, healers, caregivers, empaths, anyone who's poured and poured and poured. She also speaks to those struggling with self-worth tied to outcomes, to those who wonder, am I enough when I'm not producing? And her answer is, you are creation itself. Your being is your offering. Nurture the part of you that doesn't need proof to feel worthy. This card reminds you that you don't have to be loud to be heard. You don't have to be visible to be valuable. Your softness is not weakness. It's divine fertility. Something is blooming in you, even now. And the last card we were given was the King of Wands. This king isn't waiting for permission. He's not double checking his brilliance or holding back his fire to make others comfortable. He is confidence in motion, not because everything's perfect, but because the mission is sacred. He arrives for the creatives who have been hiding their gifts, for the visionaries who have doubted their own timing, for the spiritual leaders, truth speakers, and passion holders who are finally ready to be seen. He is here to ignite your next step, not in chaos, but in clarity. He's saying, stop shrinking, stop explaining, stop waiting. You already know who you are. The King of Wands walks beside the part of you that has already healed, loved, grieved, and rebuilt enough to now lead with integrity. This card whispers that you are not behind. You are in bloom. Spirit's final whisper is that you are not divided, you are not unfinished. This is a sacred reunion, a divine remembering of the parts of you that were never meant to live in isolation. The Father, represented by the Emperor, is within you. The part who builds, protects, plans, is learning that true safety doesn't come from control, but from consistency. He's weary not because he's broken, but because he's carried too much without being held. Let him soften now. Let him be supported. The Mother, via the Empress, is within you. The part who nurtures, dreams, and creates is ready to bloom without condition. She no longer needs to prove her worth through overgiving or perfection. Let her rest. Let her receive. The child within you, the dreamer, the feeler, the one who still believes, is holding the Ten of Cups like a prayer whispered in the dark. They're not naive, they're not scared. They're the part of you that survived what tried to harden you. Let them hope again. Let them build joy without apology. And the flame within you, your fire, your passion, your purpose, is no longer meant to be dimmed to make others comfortable. This is the part of you that refuses to shrink, that knows that you were made to be seen, to speak, and to lead. So let it rise and let it roar. This isn't just a card pull, it's a soul call. You are the architect and the artist, the softness and the spark, the protector, the creator, the believer, and the bold one who walks forward. You are not too complicated, you are not too late, and you are not asking for too much. You are a living altar of divine balance, sacred masculine, sacred feminine, sacred longing, sacred flame, all dancing in the same beautiful vessel. And Spirit's whisper is this: you are ready now, not because you're done healing, but because your healing has made you whole in ways you can finally carry forward. You don't have to wait to feel complete before you rise, because you already are. Let every part of you come forward now. This is your time, love. Thank you so much for spending the sacred moment with me. I love you. I see you, and I am so grateful that you're here. If this message whispered something true to your heart, let me know in the comments. I read and treasure every single one. Don't forget to subscribe and follow if you haven't already. We're building something beautiful here, one whisper at a time.